Hi, everybody. Thanks so much, Roland, for hosting, and thanks to Southminster as well. I just wanted to say a few words about the first piece, the Bach Italian Concerto, specifically about how this is sort of an homage on top of another homage. So I'll start with the first layer of tribute, which is Bach's concerto that was originally called a concerto in an Italian style. So the Italian style that he's emulating is a type of ensemble where there was a full orchestra and then a smaller splintered orchestra. So there's the ripieno, which means full in Italian, and the concertino, which was a smaller band of like 2 to 3 instruments. And so these two ensembles are in dialogue with each other throughout an Italian style concerto. And so the way Bach emulated this on the harpsichord was to use the two manuals of a harpsichord, so like the two keyboards on a harpsichord. And the lower manual is typically much more full because it plucks more strings every time you hit a note, and then the upper manual is a bit more quiet. So that's meant to imitate the smaller orchestral group playing against the louder orchestral group. So that's sort of the first layer of tribute. And then Harold Bauer shows up some 150 years later, I suppose. Yeah, the Italian Concerto was written in 1735. Harold Bauer, British pianist, originally a violinist, so he was one of these freaks of nature who was phenomenally talented at more than one instrument. And he decided to make the switch to being a pianist at the age of 20, I think. In his early 20s, he said, I'll just become a professional pianist. And what I find fascinating about this next layer of arrangement, and arrangements in general, actually, is they show you what the arranger is hearing in the piece, because everybody is hearing something different. Every one of you is going to hear something different in this piece. And it's, so you had the reins to decide what it is that you wanted to highlight. It would come off quite differently from what other people might want to highlight. So in a sense, Bach took a large orchestral sound and made it smaller and brought it to the harpsichord. And then Harold Bauer, the true romantic that he was, decided to take that small harpsichord sound and expand it out into two pianos, as you'll hear. And Roland pointed this out just before. I hadn't actually noticed, but on the score it says, arranged in harpsichord style for two pianos by Harold Bauer. I don't know what that means, and I don't think it means much. It definitely doesn't sound like it's in harpsichord style. It's definitely in a very bombastic, romantic style. So, yeah, hope you enjoy.